Dr. Phil has seen his fair share of interesting characters on his show, but some of his guests are incredibly difficult to watch. These are the episodes where you want to cover your eyes and just peek through your fingers to see what's happening. These are some of Dr. Phil's cringiest guests. Did you ever see that movie that's about an unstable woman who mistakes social media attention for adoration and begins to impose upon the life of an Instagram celebrity whom she grows obsessed with? It may sound like an exaggerated satire on the use of social media, but it's not too far from this Dr. Phil story. A woman named Jasmine is cyber-stalked by a woman named Bailey, who's 21, who sends her hundreds of messages a day, writes their names on her bathroom walls, and believes herself to be talking to Jasmine through her mind. It is easily one of the weirdest and creepiest Dr. Phil episodes.
I never would have done what I did had I not believed in you and I.
A woman by the name of Marianne discovered that her husband had visited a strip club over a decade ago. Feeling betrayed and unworthy, she started doubting her physical appearance, even going so far as to install a pole and practice stripping in her house. She also convinced her daughter Miranda to get a significant boob job and told her to have constant sex with her boyfriend so he doesn't leave her for someone else. In her eyes, all men want is sex and a pretty face. We're not sure if this story is more sad or gross. Either way, it makes for some truly cringy viewing.
And bigger, and it was really making me feel uncomfortable.
I kept going like, go up, go up, go up.
Sexy Vegan is one of the most interesting people to watch on Dr. Phil. He might be one of the most perplexing characters in Dr. Phil history. Originally named Hans, he illegally changed his name to Sexy Vegan, had the name tattooed on his forehead, walks around wearing a Speedo, and always carries a mirror. He appears on the show with his own theme song, no eyebrows and a nasty attitude, believing that his mother should support him with his dead father's inheritance. You know, as long as he's too beautiful for a job. If the story wasn't odd enough, Sexy Vegan is then escorted out by security, but not before singing his theme song, betraying his mother, and moonwalking across the stage. Riley is living the American dream. She's a self-proclaimed professional sugar baby, meaning she befriends rich, older men and provides them with company in exchange for money. However, things get really weird and gross when Riley's mother is introduced. As her mother explains, Riley is teaching her how to be a sugar baby herself, and tells the story of how she and Riley once stripped to their underwear and whipped a man for 30 minutes. A woman named Jessica states that her mother, Patricia, did an interview for a local news story claiming that she had stage 3 cancer in order to receive sympathy and collect donations. On the show, Patricia claims that she has had several strokes, that she had to relearn how to walk and talk, and that she lost 100 pounds in a week. However, Patricia's medical records show that most of that was fabricated or straight up false. It's a sad and cringy story, especially because it seems that Patricia truly believes the lies that she is telling.
And at that time, I did lose my hair, and it was a very scary, emotional time in my life.
It's pretty tough watching someone mistreat their body with one of the most damaging and addictive substances known to man. It really adds to it when they are 8 months pregnant. This episode features a woman named Nikki who claims to be 8 months pregnant and is prostituting herself to support her and her boyfriend's heroin addiction. It's heartbreaking to hear her claim that she cares more about her drug fix than her unborn baby. Sometimes Dr. Phil can be equal parts devastating and maddening, and this story definitely hits both of those notes. This teen has a bit of a history of making outrageous claims. She originally appeared on the show claiming that she was pregnant with baby Jesus, despite 6 failed pregnancy tests. The story is weird enough, but it gets even more embarrassing when she has an ultrasound done for all to see and it shows absolutely no evidence of a baby, let alone a second coming of Christ. It doesn't get much more embarrassing or awkward than watching someone defend domestic abuse. Garcia originally published a video on social media defending abuse as she believes it is a sign of true love because
if your boyfriend hits you or beats you up, stay with him. He loves you.
How romantic. As she explains to Phil, not just anyone is going to go to jail for you.
Like, not just anyone is going to go to jail for you.
She then says that she feels like an inspiration to younger girls and her wisdom will pave the way for happier relationships. It's a horrifying opinion on so many levels and it's infuriating and embarrassing to watch. Perhaps the most famous guest in Dr. Phil history, Danielle Bregoli.
How about it?
It was so hilarious and absurd that she became a meme. Thank you. Danielle was brought to the show to get help for her reckless behavior, and most of the interview makes for ridiculous entertainment. We can barely understand a word that Danielle says. She's openly belligerent, and in the episode's most infamous moment, she attacks the audience and tells them to catch her outside. How about that? Danielle's threats are so incoherent that her mother has to translate them for the audience. Her appearance catapulted her to internet stardom and even helped her launch a rap career. But why? Why did we do any of that? Do you agree with our list? Comment down below what your cringiest Dr. Phil moment is. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing lists.